tonight, Monday, January 22nd, the moon enters the sign of Cancer. Let's talk about it. So the moon squares Neptune. So it's going to be challenging to stay connected to the bigger picture, get out your feelings. It's going to be challenging to have hope and faith and remain optimistic. And just don't lose sight of the end goal. Don't lose sight of the bigger picture. Like, still believe in yourself. It's going to be very challenging to have that same belief that you had 2 days ago when the moon was in Gemini. But challenging does not mean impossible. Just get out your feelings. The moon is going to trine Saturn in Pisces. So that's going to be the gift of being able to stay grounded and disciplined when it comes to your dreams and your goals. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so we're not necessarily going to have as much faith or belief in our dreams, but we're still going to be disciplined, and we're still going to be manifesting it and materializing those dreams and working towards those dreams. So that's good. Also, the moon is going to sextile Jupiter and Taurus, so that's going to be the opportunity to expand on your foundation and your security I already said that. And your support. And yeah, it's going to be the opportunity to get some support that makes you feel more secure and safe and comfortable with the moon in Cancer. With the moon in Cancer, this kind of tells me that, like, if you do take this opportunity, that we're probably going to be doing it, expanding our foundation via family or forming deep emotional connections and bonds with people, and expanding our foundation like that versus like expanding our foundation through like maybe like getting a new job or finding a new source of avenue of making money, or instead of like a materialistic way, it would be like an emotional way. Yeah. The moon is going to oppose Venus on the cusp of Sag and Capricorn. So yeah, this is reacting and responding to love matters pertaining to status, your positionings, your meanings and reasonings behind things, and your beliefs. Like-minded people might be connecting with people that believe in the same thing that you believe in, that are working towards the same thing that you're working, that's building the same thing that you're building, in order to feel that security and that safety and that comfort. Yeah, pay attention to whoever you just feel naturally gravitated towards during these next 2 days. I would say like those are your people, right? Like those people feel like home. Those people are similar to you intellectually and materially as well, as far as where you're headed and what you're building and what legacy you're trying to bring upon yourself and stuff like that. I said those are your people intellectually, but I meant those are your people spiritually. My bad. So the moon is also going to oppose Mercury and Capricorn. So we're connecting to our thoughts and our conversations that we're having with people as well. And we're thinking about work, but we're not really going to want to like leave our comfort zone. We're not really going to want to leave home. So it's going to be a little bit of a tension and within your inner world, between your emotions and your inner dialogue, um, your thoughts and emotions. So it's gonna be it's gonna be a little like just a little tension internally. Um, and yeah, I would just like if it's like your responsibilities, like your obligations we're talking about, or like your legacy, like some important shit, like definitely put your emotions aside and listen to yourself. Like go do the thing that you're putting off right now because you'd rather watch a movie and cuddle up. Like, no. Also, it's at 11 degrees, which is like the Aquarius degree. So, like, you might just be like hoping and like thinking about all your hopes and all your wishes for your legacy, for what you're building. And even though you don't feel like necessarily working towards it, I think it might come by you just like pouring in all your emotions. Definitely. Yeah, 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 okay. Pouring in all your emotions into your legacy, your what you're building right now, and just thinking about like all your hopes and all your wishes, and like just like really like putting your like just getting in your feelings about it. Like I really like can't wait for this to happen, or I hope it does happen, or I wonder what it's gonna be like, and just connecting to like all your thoughts that you're having about what you're building, and about your business, and about your status, right? Like who it is that you want to become. However, the moon does trine Saturn once again, so like that's literally a, the gift of being able to remain disciplined. So I feel like that opposition to Mercury is just like it's just perfect for that, because it's like you're working on your goals, you're working on your aspirations, you're working towards the bigger picture, right? You're working on your dreams, you're manifesting it, and at the same time, internally, like you're just like you're just thinking about how it's like this wish, this what you want, like this legacy that you want, and you're just like connecting your emotions to it, and like the square to Neptune is just like I really hope it happens, or like I can't wait for it to happen, but I hope it's like what I want it to look like, or whatever the case is. The moon quincunx the sun in Aquarius. Can't see my finger, but yeah, the moon quincunx the sun in Aquarius. So we don't realize, or we misunderstand how to focus on associating, um, and we don't realize that we can associate ourselves, when we can network right now, and that might actually bring about that security and that is the expansion of security and comfort. I should definitely say, because it is making an aspect to Jupiter, it's sextiling it, so that opportunity. But we don't realize, or we misunderstand how to associate ourselves with with the right people, places, and things that could bring about um, that security and that comfort. And we also don't realize that networking, because when the moon's in Cancer, it's like we want to stay in our comfort zone. We're not trying to go out and like network and meet people, and that's more Capricorn. We're not trying to be out in the world right now. We're trying to be at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we don't realize with the quincunx to the sun that if we actually focused or paid attention to networking, that it could bring about an expansion of our foundation, of our security, of our comfort. You know what I'm saying? And that is going to automatically obviously make us safe if we're stable. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And then tomorrow on the 23rd, the moon is going to square Chiron. We're almost out of time, but there's so much to say. Okay, the moon's going to square Chiron in Aries. So it's going to be challenging to heal any past wounds, any hits to the ego. It's going to be very challenging to like get over any like mistakes that you make. You're going to be like heavily in that regret. The moon is in Cancer, so like our emotions are going to be louder than usual. So you're not going to be able to just sweep them under the rug. The moon also is going to square the North Node tomorrow, so it's going to be challenging to find your alignment or stay in alignment. It's also going to be challenging to know if you're moving in the right direction or not, or to stay on the path that you're on, which is your spiritual path. Get out your feelings. Also, tomorrow the moon is going to oppose Mars, so we're pretty much forcing ourselves to work, like, as we should, though. It's giving highly disciplined, want to lay in bed all day, but no, I'm going to man up and do what I need to do. And if you're a woman, you're still going to man up, because it's masculine energies anyways. And then on Wednesday, at the end of the transit, the moon is going to oppose Pluto, so it's going to take us stepping out of our comfort zone in order to facilitate a transformation of our associations and our network, and whatever community that we're a part of. Right after that is the full moon, so I would think that you'll get rewarded for doing that. So I would do it. Leo literally rules prizes, gifts, and rewards. So